Hello class! This is Ma'am Wininda, your grade 8 science teacher. Before we proceed, do not forget to like, share, and hit the subscribe button and notification bell for updates about the latest videos. Today is a good day to start our lesson for the second quarter. So are you ready to listen? I hope you will enjoy our topic as you will learn some new lesson today. Before we start our lesson, you need to identify the four given pictures that depict one situation, also known as four pic one word. Then guess what the picture is. Are you ready, class? Before we start our lesson, you need to identify the four pictures that depict one situation, also known as four pic one word. Then guess what the picture is. Are you ready, class? This is four pic one word. Please analyze the four given pictures that depict one situation. I want you to guess the word which correctly shown by the pictures. Jumbled letters are provided. Are you ready, class? What is the first picture? Correct! The word is earth. How about the second picture? Correct! The word is fault. How about the third picture? Correct! The word is earthquake. What did you observe in our word game? Okay, you are right. One of the most fearful natural phenomenon is the earthquake. Have you experienced a strong earthquake? What do you do? If not, you can even ask your parents to tell you their experiences during a strong earthquake. In this lesson, you will learn the concepts that you can use to differentiate the epicenter of an earthquake from its focus, intensity of an earthquake from its magnitude, and active and inactive faults. No one can stop earthquakes from happening, but there are things that people can do to avoid or reduce loss of life and damage to properties. The first step is to have a clear understanding about the occurrence of earthquakes. Where does an earthquake start? The breaking of the rocks will start at the point where the rocks are weakest. This spot where the first break and the point within earth where the rock stress happens is called focus or hypocenter. Hypo means under or beneath. A point on the surface of an earthquake which directly above the focus of an earthquake and where the earthquake vibration reach first is called epicenter. Epi means surface. In this picture, the earthquake cross-section, let's identify its parts. Tectonic plate, epicenter, focus or hypocenter, fault line, and the earth crust. How strong is an earthquake? Strength of an earthquake may be described into two ways, intensity and magnitude. Intensity. It is the strength of an earthquake perceived and felt by people in a certain locality. Intensity is generally higher near the epicenter. Earthquake intensity scale to describe the intensity of earthquakes in the Philippines. PHIVOLCS, Philippines Institute of Volcanology and Seismology. PEIS, PHIVOLCS Earthquake Intensity Scale. Earthquake intensity scale can be measured by this. Intensity 1, scarcely perceptible. Perceptible or almost not felt by people. Intensity 2, slightly felt. Felt by a few individuals at rest indoors. Intensity 3, weak. Felt by many people indoors, especially in the upper floors. Intensity 4, moderately strong. Felt generally by people. Intensity 5, strong, generally felt by most people. Intensity 6, very strong. Many people are afraid. Many run outdoors. Intensity 7, destructive. People difficult to stand in upper floor. Intensity 8, very destructive. People are in panic. Many well-built buildings are damaged. Intensity 9, devastating. People thrown down to ground, many cry and shake with fear. Intensity 10, completely devastating. All man-made structures are destroyed. Another way of describing the strength of an earthquake is by magnitude. The Richter scale, also called the Richter magnitude scale, is a measure of an energy release. Magnitude. It is an energy released by an earthquake at the focus. It is calculated from the earthquakes recorded by an instrument called the seismograph. To distinguish the two, intensity is expressed using Roman numeral, while magnitude uses Indo-Arabic numerals. Earthquakes with a magnitude of 2 may or may not be felt, whereas magnitude of 3 may be felt little by people. Those that are felt by most people have a magnitude of 4. Magnitude 5 will lead to widespread destruction. Magnitude 6 can lead to a lot of damage in highly populated areas. Earthquakes with a magnitude of 7 can cause severe damage. A magnitude of 8 or 9 result in a widespread destruction, especially near the epicenter. Where do earthquakes occur? A fault line is defined as geological fracture wherein the movement of masses of rock has displaced parts of earth crust. A rapid movement of a fault line may produce a powerful energy that can trigger a strong earthquake. There are 5 active fault lines in the country, namely the Western Philippine Fault, the Eastern Philippine Fault, the South of Mindanao Fault, the Central Philippine Fault, and the Marikina Valley Fault System. An active fault is a fault that is likely to have another earthquake sometimes in the future. Faults are commonly considered to be active if there has been movement observed or evidence of a seismic activity during the last 10,000 years. Active faulting is considered to be a geologic hazard and related to earthquake as a cause. Effects of movement on active fault include: number 1, strong ground motion. Number 2, surface faulting. Number 3, tectonic deformation. Number 4, landslides. Number 5, rock faults. Number 6, liquefaction. And last, number 7, tsunamis. And here are the fault classifications. Number 1, active faults. And number 2, inactive faults. Active faults are structures along which we expect displacement to happen. The process that produces displacement across a fault continuously. All shallow earthquakes happen on active faults. And this picture shows the active fault. Next classification of fault is inactive faults. Are structures that we can identify but which do not have earthquakes. If a fault has been inactive for millions of years, it's certainly safe to call it inactive. And this picture shows the inactive faults. And that's how we differentiate the epicenter of an earthquake from its focus, the intensity of an earthquake from its magnitude, and active and inactive faults. So if you will experience an earthquake, then you must be alert and aware. If that is clear, then I have some activity for you. I will describe the effect of an earthquake, and you are going to tell me what Richter magnitude scale that indicated in Hindu-Arabic numeral. So are you ready? Letter A, lead to a lot of damage. Correct! That is magnitude 6. Letter B, widespread destruction. Correct! That is magnitude 8. Letter C, felt little by people. Correct! That is magnitude 3. Letter D, felt by most people. Correct! That is magnitude 4. Letter E, cause severe damage. Absolutely correct. That is magnitude 7. Letter F, may not be felt. Correct. That is magnitude 2. Letter G, furniture moves. Correct. That is magnitude 5. So that's all for our today's lesson. Remember that no one can stop earthquake, but if you have knowledge about the precaution of an effect of quakes, you can avoid or reduce loss of life. I hope that you learned something in this video. Remember, sharing is caring and lamang ang may alam. God bless class! Bye!